I like to listen to affirmations and or subliminals in the morning. A good habit stack, I'm gonna drink a cup of water before I drink my coffee. Hey guys, it's your girl C Alexis. Welcome to my channel. On this channel we talk things self-development, self-care, glow ups, and much more. Today's video, we are going to be talking about 10 micro habits that have changed my morning routine. But before we get into this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure your post notifications are on, and make sure y'all sharing the videos. Make sure y'all, if y'all liking the content and y'all watching it, make sure y'all send it to other people to watch because they might like it too. But without further ado, let's get into the video. So my first habit that has changed my morning routine is that I like to prepare the night before. Listen, it is so much easier when you have everything laid out, you have everything together. You don't have to look for everything when you get up. You're not wasting time looking for stuff. You already have everything put out because you use that time the day before to get everything together. So me personally, I like to tidy up the night before if I can. This is kind of like habit stacking. There's this tip where you can do a 10-minute tidy. Set up a 10-minute timer on your phone. Use those 10 minutes to just clean up your space, to pick up things, to put things away, whatever you choose to do with that 10-minute tidy. Use those 10 minutes. I promise you, it's a game changer. It's a life changer. Once I started doing a 10-minute tidy, personally, the way that I prepare, I set my clothes out. If I'm making a lunch or if I'm taking food, I make sure that I got all of that together. So the idea is just to make sure that you have everything together for the morning. Another habit that I've started to use is I like to do a countdown when it's time for me to wake up. So basically, I have my alarm set. My alarm goes off. You already know when your alarm go off, you just lagging, you're tired, you don't want to get up, you probably gonna hit snooze. No, don't hit snooze. What you should do is count down from 10, and when you hit 1, immediately get up. No matter how tired you are, just think, I need to get up, I need to wake up, I need to sit up, at least sit up. Another thing that I like to do is, this sounds funny, but I like to move my body before I fully get up. So I will wiggle my toes and my fingers like this, just to get feeling back into my body. I'm gonna rotate my wrist while I'm laying down. Kind of start moving my legs, do a little stretch when you wake up. I start doing all of that. I get up and I plant my feet on the ground. So the next thing that I like to do is I like to make my bed. Now, there are multiple reasons why I like to make my bed when I first wake up. Like, me making my bed is actually kind of me focusing on the first thing for the day. So like I'm actually focused on completing one of the tasks. So once I make my bed, even if it's not super neat, my idea is at least I'm still making my bed. When you accomplish that first task of the day, that sets the tone for the rest of the day. So if you can make your bed correctly, imagine what else you can do throughout the day. Plus, I feel like that gives you motivation to continue to do things throughout the day. So if I made my bed, that's gonna make me feel like, okay, if I'm trying to eat healthy for the rest of the day, that's what I'm gonna do for the rest of the day. It sets the tone for your day, and it sets the intention for the remainder of the day. Also, another perk, when you come back home, you had a long day at work or you had an amazing day at work, either or, you come back in your room and your bed is made. There's nothing like walking in and seeing your room clean. You don't have to worry about cleaning your room. You don't have to worry about making your bed like until the next morning. Everything is already made and your past self did all of the work for you. My next micro habit that I like to do when I wake up in the morning is I like to open my window and my shades and blinds and everything. Now, this reasoning, I am one of those people who don't like artificial light. When it's too bright, I'm irritated. Now, granted, the sun is pretty bright, but for me, the sun is different than me turning on a lamp. If I need to, if I'm literally laying back in my bed, I will open my window for me to get up. Also, that vitamin D is waking you up, make you feel better, and it'll start making you feel energized. 2, opening the window, like actually letting fresh air in. I just feel like it's something about fresh air and that just coming in. Also, I just like the smell of fresh air in the morning. It's a part of romanticizing your life. So the next tip, I like to wake up at a good time so that I can have a slow morning. So say I have to be at work at 8:30. I'm gonna try to get up at 6. It allows me to get up, take my time to get ready, and just have a slow morning. Like, I don't like the feeling of always rushing. I have a bad habit of sometimes, so I'm trying to get in a habit of not rushing. It's just more peaceful when you take your time and you just getting tapped into that feminine energy. So you're calm, you're taking your time, you're just living in that moment, present in that moment. And I just feel like when you start off your morning crazy, I don't like starting my mornings off hectic and crazy. I like to start off very peaceful, calm, because the rest of the day, you don't know what holds or what is going to happen. So it's like, I at least want to start my morning off the right way. My next thing, I like to set intentions for the day. So kind of piggybacking to me making my bed and how that can start off a productive day. I like to sit with myself and I like to kind of see what I want my day to be full of. So if I'm trying to eat healthy, I want to make sure I'm going to the gym. You just have to set those intentions in order for your day to really go the way that you want it to go. And you want the results that you're craving for. When I set my intentions for the day, it helps me stay on track with things that I'm trying to do. Next, I take my vitamins and supplements. Personally, it's easier for me to take it in the morning because I will forget throughout the day. I do all my skincare and everything. I go in the kitchen. When I'm in the kitchen, vitamin immediately. Vitamins, supplements, whatever you take. I take a multivitamin, and I like to take my vitamin before I eat. I also, in my planner, I check off the things that I'm doing throughout the day, keep track of those things. My next tip is to drink water. We all know how important drinking water is. It will be 10 times easier if you start your day off drinking water. That's going to continue throughout the day. If you are a coffee drinker or a tea drinker or a matcha drinker, whatever you drink besides water in the morning, challenge yourself. Habit stack. A good habit stack, I'm gonna drink a cup of water before I drink my coffee, or whatever you drink in the morning that's not a water. Include that in the habit stack so that you can get the best of both worlds. You're gonna get your water and you're gonna get what you was gonna drink anyway, but include that water. Or you could drink electrolytes. That is gonna help replenish the minerals in your body. And personally, I always make sure I have water with me. So I drink my little water when I first wake up before breakfast and everything, but I'm also getting more water to take with me to have for the rest of the day. So my next habit, I eat breakfast. I know it's so hard to wake up in the morning and be like, you know what, I'm gonna eat something, because sometimes you don't have an appetite when you first wake up, and that is one of the main reasons why I do everything else before I eat. So I'm doing my hair, I'm brushing my teeth, I'm washing my face, I'm doing all of the things before I even think about touching food, because I don't want food as soon as I open my eyes in the morning. I want my body to wake up, but also you don't have to eat anything heavy. Personally, I recommend everybody to eat something when you first wake up. If you're not a big breakfast person, you can just eat some fruit. Me personally, lately I've been eating oranges, kiwis. I eat eggs in the morning. I eat eggs almost every morning, but I'll boil some eggs, scramble them whatever way you prefer. You can do yogurt, just anything that isn't gonna, I don't recommend doing something too sweet in the morning, especially all the time. I think every blue moon it's okay to do that, but personally I don't want to eat anything that's gonna be too sugary or salty or anything like that. Also, I like to drink probiotics, so I like to drink my kombucha when I first wake up. If I have kombucha, I'll drink kombucha. Today I actually had cucumber and lemon water for the morning, and then other times I'll have like green juice that my mom be making for me. But like, I feel like that's a way of romanticizing it and making it exciting, is I try different things every morning. And they do say breakfast is the most important meal of the day, which makes sense. That is the start of your day. That is why a morning routine is super important. Okay, and then my next thing, that I express gratitude when I wake up. So if you don't know what it means to express gratitude, it is literally to show appreciation and thankfulness for something. So personally, I like to name at least 3 things that I am grateful for when I first wake up. It can be something as simple as I am grateful for seeing the sun. I just like to express my gratitude because that also puts me in a good mood, and it makes me realize how blessed and how grateful I am for everything that I have. So once you think of what you do have, you don't think of what you don't have. You know what I mean? So you're being more positive, putting yourself in a positive headspace. So yep, I named those 3 things that I'm grateful for, and then I also explain why I'm grateful for them. If you like, you can write them down in a journal if you have time. You can type them in your phone. You can just make a list of things. You can do more than 3, but 3 is my minimum. Last but not least, I like to listen to affirmations and or subliminals in the morning. When I'm listening to affirmations and I'm just hearing today's gonna be a good day, today I'm gonna have the best day ever, today I'm gonna do this, that, and the other. Like when I'm listening to these affirmations, it's putting me in the headspace of whatever affirmations I'm listening to. I feel like they set the tone for the day as well as everything else that I named. And when I'm hearing certain things and I'm believing those things, it starts to affect my mood and how I move after. So affirmation and subliminals are one of my favorite things to listen to when I wake up. Or if not that, you could do a podcast. You can listen to music. It kind of varies for me, but I try to listen to subliminals at least for 10 minutes out of my morning, or affirmations. But that is all I have for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you guys turn your post bell notifications on so you know when I'm always posting. And Let's see what we can put. Drop a sun in the comments if you made it to the end of this video. Thank you guys so much, and I'll catch you in the next one.